Fishermen venture into the unknown every day, casting their lines into dark, unforgiving waters. But sometimes, they don't just catch fish, they capture nightmares. From creatures with human-like faces to sirens caught on camera. These are 10 terrifying sea monsters that no scientist has ever been able to explain, ranked from the least to the most unbelievable. Number 10. They thought they had caught an ordinary catfish, until they saw it had not one, but 2 heads. In Missouri, a group of fishermen pulled up a creature that seemed straight out of a science experiment. A conjoined catfish with 2 separate heads fused at the base of the neck. Both mouths opened and closed independently, and the eyes moved in different directions. It wasn't just a deformity. Some swore it looked like 2 fish forced into one body. The fishermen took pictures, and biologists later confirmed it was likely a rare case of bicephaly, a genetic mutation seen in some reptiles and mammals, but almost never in fish of this size. Still, the way it moved, the way it seemed aware, left the fishermen disturbed. It may be explainable, but it was anything but normal. That's why this mutated catch opens our list. Number 9. It looked like a lump of jelly, until they saw it had eyes. In Russia, a fisherman hauled up a translucent pulsating creature with a swollen head. So bizarre, people online started calling it the alien brain fish. Its body was soft and veined, with a skull-like dome and large black eyes that seemed to stare right through the camera. Marine experts suggested it might be a deep-sea fish deformed by pressure changes, but none could name the exact species. Even stranger, when touched, the creature emitted a faint electric pulse, something rarely recorded in cold water species of that size. The fisherman who captured it said he had never seen anything like it in 30 years. He refused to eat it, and threw it back into the water. Was it a known species disfigured by the depths, or something else that wasn't supposed to surface? Number 8. It looked like it had fur, but they were fishing in a lake. In the cold waters of Wisconsin, a man reeled in something that looked less like a fish and more like a stuffed animal. It was a trout, but its entire body was covered in white, cotton-like fibers. Locals began calling it the furry trout, and rumors quickly spread. A genetic experiment, a parasite, or even a cryptid from Native American legends. Experts believe the fish might have been infected by a rare water mold called saprolegnia, which can cause a wool-like growth on fish. But even then, the density and pattern of the fur made this specimen one of a kind. Photographs went viral, and no similar catch has ever been documented again. Whether natural or not, it looked like something that shouldn't be alive. Number 7. At first, they thought it was a plastic toy. Then it blinked. In Indonesia, a fisherman pulled a baby shark from his net. But its face didn't look like any shark anyone had ever seen. It had 2 large round eyes at the front of its head, giving it an eerily human-like expression. Its body was small and pale, with undeveloped fins and an oversized cranium. Marine biologists confirmed it was a real mutation, possibly cyclopia or cranial deformity during gestation. But that didn't make it any less unsettling. Videos and photos of the creature spread across the internet like wildfire. Many compared it to a cartoon, or even an alien fetus. The fisherman said he couldn't bear to throw it away, so he preserved the body in a glass jar as proof of what he saw. It wasn't a myth, it wasn't CGI, it was real, and looked like something from another world. Number 6. They thought it was just another shark, until they saw its face. Off the coast of Australia, a group of fishermen pulled up what appeared to be a shark, but not one they could recognize. Its head was massive, with deep-set, forward-facing eyes, and a wide, misshapen mouth filled with crooked teeth. The skin was pale and rubbery, and the entire body looked like it had never seen sunlight. When the photos surfaced online, some called it a nightmare shark. Others believed it was an undiscovered deep-sea species. But what unsettled people the most was that even seasoned marine biologists couldn't agree on what it was. Was it a rare goblin shark, a deep-sea sleeper shark dragged far from its habitat, or something no one's ever cataloged? Whatever it was, the fishermen never went back to that spot again. Because when the ocean gives you something like that, you don't ask questions, you just leave. Number 5. It was just a group photo, until they looked behind them. A group of fishermen in Southeast Asia had finished a long day at sea. They posed for a picture on the dock, smiling, relaxed, completely unaware of what was lurking just meters away. When they later reviewed the photo, they noticed a shadowy figure in the background, partially submerged, crouched, with elongated limbs and a pale humanoid face. Its eyes were pitch black, and it seemed to be watching them. None of the men had seen or heard anything unusual during the shot, and yet, the image clearly showed a creature they couldn't explain. Some say it was a hoax. Others believe the fishermen unknowingly captured a real cryptid, perhaps a river-dwelling humanoid native to the region's folklore. But one thing is certain, everyone in the picture swears it wasn't there when they posed, and no one has fished at that dock since. Number 4. In the vast waters of the Pacific, a group of fishermen spotted what looked like driftwood floating in the distance. As they approached, they realized it was a massive carcass, partially decomposed but still intact. The body was covered in thick, grayish skin. It had a long neck, powerful limbs, and a tail like a reptile's. Some described it as a dinosaur-like creature. Others compared it to a plesiosaur. The fishermen struggled to haul it onto the boat, and photos were taken before it started to rot. But before scientists could examine it, the body was dumped back into the sea. The images caused a media storm. Some claimed it was a basking shark or decomposed whale, but the shape of the skull, the size, didn't match any known species. Whatever it was, it looked like something that had been extinct for millions of years, and somehow it surfaced again. Number 3. In the freezing waters of northern Russia, a group of fishermen pulled something into their boat. A slippery, pale creature about the size of a dog, with no scales, bulbous eyes, and a mouth that wouldn't stop opening and closing. At first, they thought it was just some kind of deep-sea fish, but then, it let out a high-pitched human-like wail. The men were stunned. Some wanted to throw it back. Others were too curious or too hungry. They took photos and videos before cooking it over a fire. The footage went viral, a strange, alien-looking animal making noises no sea creature should make. Experts who reviewed the images couldn't identify it. Some said it was a malformed skate or ray, but the body structure, the sound, the way it moved, didn't fit any known species. It was gone before anyone could study it. Devoured, along with the only chance to explain what it really was. Number 2. In the Sea of Azov, fishermen reported capturing something that looked almost human. A 2-meter-tall creature with smooth gray skin, long arms, webbed hands, and a face that sent chills down their spines. They said it fought violently when dragged onto the boat, thrashing, shrieking, and trying to crawl back into the water. But it wasn't a dolphin, and it wasn't a man. Its eyes were jet black, and its body had both mammalian and aquatic features. They restrained it, took photos, and according to the report, it died a few hours later. No official samples were taken. Some say the men were warned by authorities to keep quiet. Others believe they buried the body far from shore. Many dismiss the story, but the blurry photos and terrified testimonies still circulate today. And if it was real, then something humanoid is swimming beneath the surface, and we've only just caught a glimpse. Number 1. In a video recorded somewhere in open waters, a group of fishermen is seen pulling a large net toward the surface. They struggle. Whatever's caught inside is heavy and moving. Suddenly, a humanoid arm flails out of the water, then another, and before anyone can react, a mermaid-like creature bursts onto the deck. Its skin is pale and scaled, its body emaciated but clearly alive. It lets out a deep, guttural cry that doesn't sound human or animal. The men panic. One tries to push it back into the sea. The video ends abruptly, but not before viewers catch a glimpse of its face. Sunken cheeks, sharp teeth, and eyes that look almost mournful. To this day, no one knows who recorded the footage. Some say it's staged. Others believe it's the most convincing aquatic humanoid ever caught on camera. Whatever the truth, this video is why it tops our list. Because if that creature was real, we are not alone in the ocean. Bonus. In 2023, a fisherman in Australia claimed to catch a 5-meter shark unlike anything he'd seen before. According to him, it had milky eyes, a mutated jaw, and deep scars all over its body, as if it had survived something much worse than other sharks. He shared this photo online, and people went wild. Some called it a new species. Others said it looked like a movie prop. No scientist has confirmed what it really was. The image, still debated. But if it's real, then something truly monstrous might still be out there.